What truly makes a person wealthy? Is it having a chunk of money to start with, or is it just pure dumb luck? This question sparked a heated debate between two rich friends. One was adamant, "You need money to make money." The other scoffed, claiming luck was all it took. To settle the score, they decided to run an experiment. They found the perfect test subject, a poor but honest miller struggling to feed his family on just 50 cents a day. The first friend, the one who believed in capital, gave the miller $200 a fortune. The miller was overjoyed. He set aside $10 for food and carefully wrapped the rest, putting it in his bag for safekeeping. On his way home, he bought a nice piece of meat for his family. But then disaster struck. A hawk, smelling the meat, swooped down in the chaos. The hawk didn't just grab the meat, it flew off with the bag containing all his money. The miller was devastated, left with nothing but a story so unbelievable he was sure the rich men would think he was a liar. 3 months later, the two friends returned. The miller, full of shame, told them the bizarre truth. The first friend, still convinced of his theory and the miller's honesty, decided to double down. He gave the miller another $200. This time, the miller wasn't taking any chances. He rushed home and hid the money bundle at the very bottom of a giant clay jar filled with grain. It had to be safe there, right? Wrong. While he was out, his wife, who knew nothing about the hidden cash, saw a chance to brighten up their dreary home. A passing merchant offered her some lovely paint in exchange for ... You guessed it, the entire jar of grain. The miller returned to find his fortune had vanished once again. When the wealthy friends came back, the miller recounted his second, even more incredible tale of misfortune. The money believer was now skeptical, accusing the miller of gambling it away. But the luck believer was intrigued. As a final gesture, he handed the miller a single, seemingly worthless piece of lead. What could he possibly do with that? Defeated, the miller pocketed it. That very evening, his neighbor, a fisherman, knocked on the door. He was in a bind and needed some lead to weigh down his nets. The miller, being a good man, remembered the piece of lead and gave it to him freely. Grateful, the fisherman promised him the first fish he caught the next day, and he was a man of his word, delivering a huge, beautiful fish. As the miller's wife prepared it for dinner, she found something incredible inside, a giant, sparkling piece of glass. She gave it to her children as a toy, but their noisy playing caught the attention of another neighbor jeweler's wife. She instantly recognized the glass for what it was, a massive, flawless diamond. She and her husband tried to swindle the miller, offering him just $50. But the miller, having learned a thing or two about bad luck, was now cautious. He haggled shrewdly and sold the diamond for an unbelievable $100,000. With this life-altering sum, the miller didn't go on a spending spree. He invested it wisely, starting his own business and building a new home. He worked hard and prospered, becoming a wealthy man in his own right. Months later, the two friends returned and were stunned by the miller's transformation. He joyfully explained how the worthless piece of leather, gift of luck, had led to his fortune. But the story gets even crazier. While showing them his new estate, they spotted a hawk's nest. The miller sent a servant to retrieve it, and inside they found the cloth bag with the first $200. Later that day, needing grain for the horses, a servant bought a clay jar from a neighbor. At the bottom of that very jar was the second $200. The miller's unbelievable stories were all true. So, who won the bet? Was it the initial money that set him on his path, or the sheer force of luck that brought him the diamond and returned his lost cash? The story doesn't give a clear answer, leaving us to wonder. Maybe true success isn't just about money or luck, but a mix of both, guided by a good and honest heart. What do you think is more powerful? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories.